In our youth, we leave all the weight, cause in most leaders, we done a lost faith. They full of such greed. Oh Father, I plead, please Lord have some mercy on their seeds. Cause the youth are trying their best, but they're born in this place of lies and commerce. So eventually, when things get heavy, chances are they might turn out just like we. But you see, change could put an end to all this foolishness, and could break this chain link of sadness. Change could help our leaders to grow and start preparing youths for tomorrow. Don't see change as something timely, and start seeing change as your duty. To stop them from hurting one day is we had to point the way. So change the change for better transparency. Change the change for better economy. Change the change so no man one day go take we money and just fly away. I say for young Calypsonians, and stop saying culture is in good hands. But things won't change despite all we do if change doesn't start with you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. What do you say? Yeah. Thank you. In our youth, we leave all the weight, cause in most leaders, we done a lost faith. They full of such greed. Oh Father, I plead, please Lord have some mercy on their seeds. Cause the youth are trying their best, but they're born in this place of lies and commerce. So eventually, when things get heavy, chances are they might turn out just like we. But you see, change could put an end to all this foolishness, and could break this chain link of sadness. Change could help.
Progress is impossible without change, and those who can't change their minds can't change anything. You can't change what's going on around you until you start changing what's going on within you. You must be the change you wish to see in the world. In the words of George Bernard Shaw, your tango, Mahatma Gandhi.
If you can look as far as I see, within this great land we call TNT, there's birds and bees, rivers and seas, pretty woman bringing man to their knees. Treasures of this blessed land we always neglect like ISO and pan. I find it so strange the way we arrange. Still this nation don't know how to change. To some change it might just mean a new car. Change could mean less than $1. To most change have this nice scent we usually get from the government. You see, change is something we always say, but every time we change things remain the same way. Things keep getting worse and worse, so this is what I propose. Let's change the change for a better nation. Change the change for all foundations. Change the change so that we could say that this nation here came from quite down there. I say change the change within the school systems. Stop changing ministers and change what we teach them. Cause things won't change despite all we do if change doesn't start with you. Yeah, yeah. Is murders, killings galore, so much gunmen fighting meaningless war. Can't tell you stay, can't tell you go, cause this still the land we used to know. Homeless, every corner you meet, and they complimented by our dirty streets. Then we wonder why in our sister isle, why they don't like Trinis to come and spend time. Well, you see, change is much more than paving an old road, and change is greater than fixing a lamp pole. Change is about the whole nation and how we are portrayed when the party done. Who set these standards in my TNT? I really wish somebody here could tell me. It's just the same thing again and again, like we leaders don't use their brain. So change the change within our country. Change the change so the whole world could see. Change for a better future, so we don't have to depend on our next mayor. Say change within we society, otherwise we have a bandit factory. But things won't change despite all we do if change doesn't start with you. In our youth, we leave all the weight, cause in most leaders, we done a lost faith. They full of such greed. Oh Father, I plead, please Lord have some mercy on their seeds. Cause the youth are trying their best, but they're born in this place of lies and commerce. So eventually, when things get heavy, chances are they might turn out just like we. But you see, change could put an end to all this foolishness and could break this chain link of sadness. Change could help our leaders to grow and start preparing youths for tomorrow. Don't see change as something timely and start seeing change as your duty. To stop them from hurting one day is we had to point the way. So change for better transparency. Change for better economy. Change so no man one day go take we money and just fly away. I say for young Calypsonians and stop saying culture is in good hands. But things won't change despite all we do if change doesn't start with you. Yeah. What you say? Yeah. Thank you. In our youth, we leave all the weight, cause in most leaders, we done a lost faith. They full of such greed. Oh Father, I plead, please Lord have some mercy on their seeds. Cause the youth are trying their best, but they're born in this place of lies and commerce. So eventually, when things get heavy, chances are they might turn out just like we. But you see, change could put an end to all this foolishness and could break this chain link of sadness. Change could help.
Progress is impossible without change. And those who can't change their minds can't change anything. You can't change what's going on around you until you start changing what's going on within you. You must be the change you wish to see in the world. In the words of George Bernard Shaw, your tango, Mahatma Gandhi.
If you can look as far as I see, within this great land we call TNT, there's birds and bees, rivers and seas, pretty woman bringing man to their knees. Treasures of this blessed land we always neglect like ISO and pan. I find it so strange the way we arrange. Still this nation don't know how to change. To some change it might just mean a new car. Change could mean less than $1. To most change have this nice scent we usually get from the government. You see, change is something we always say, but every time we change things remain the same way. Things keep getting worse and worse, so this is what I propose. Let's change the change for a better nation. Change the change for all foundations. Change the change so that we could say that this nation here came from quite down there. I say change the change within we school systems. Stop changing ministers, I ain't what we teach them. Cause things won't change despite all we do if change doesn't start with you. Yeah.
Smack dab in the beginning of the week, we've made it to see a beautiful Monday, and we're here again. I want to say good afternoon to all of y'all that are locked on and listening to the Street 919 FM, wherever you are at. want to say good afternoon to you. It is just about 15 minutes past the hour of 2 o'clock, right here on the Street 919 FM. For those of you that are listening to us on Facebook, those of you that are listening to us on YouTube, those of you that are listening to us via our mobile app, I want to say great, good, wonderful afternoon to you all this evening.
We don't have to depend on our next mayor. Say change within the society. Otherwise we have a bandit factory. But things won't change despite all we do. If change doesn't start with you, yeah. In our youth, we leave all the weight, cause in most leaders, we done a lost faith, they full of such greed. Oh Father, I please Lord have some mercy.
Alright, so for those of you all that have been checking in, I want to just make sure, alright, so we good there now. So for those of you all that have are checking in with us, if you're on the live right now, I want to say good afternoon to all of you all that are on the live. Good afternoon to you, Sherry Bartholomew. Denise Cummings, good afternoon to you as well. Sherry and George, good afternoon. Maria Lyons, good afternoon. Ramona Logan, good afternoon. For all of you that are joining in with us right now via YouTube, good afternoon to all of you all as well. Rennie, good afternoon. Trevor, good afternoon to you. Rena Jennings, good afternoon. And of course, tell somebody to tell somebody, as Manu to say, share the live, you know, or how he just say it, tell somebody to tell somebody that Dale is on the air or the voice is on the air. So we have a lot of things this evening. In fact, every time that we come here on the Street 91.9 FM, there is always a lot to talk about. There's definitely always a lot to talk about. And I don't know, this afternoon I've been thinking to myself, hey, waiters, yeah. What are we doing today? Which one? And it was more like a, which one are we doing today? But we'll put this here on silent. Nice. Because there's a lot of things that are happening. Then seeing, I want to really organize sometime between this week and next week to bring in somebody from the a doctor or healthcare practitioner or something like that, to talk about HIV and AIDS and safe practices and good practices, because I've been rocked with the understanding that there are individuals out here who are positive with the virus, not taking care of themselves, not taking medication, and are being intimate with other people and not telling them, you know, this is what is happening to me and all these different things, and getting other people out there sick. And then there is a chain reaction that is happening because people don't know. Persons are how you could deem somebody who hot. Just say they're hot. Persons hot and they're out there and are spreading this virus. And it's really sad though. I must say it's sad. And sometimes what is even more sad is for you to find out about these things only when the person dies. Sad. But a lot of times persons don't go and get themselves checked, or they don't go and get their medication because they are afraid of they're afraid of the shushuna. They're afraid somebody go see them in the hospital or the clinic day and say, hey, I ain't know so and so have it. They had the rukura. Because apparently it's a death sentence. The only time it's a death sentence is when it is you're not taking care of yourself. When you're not doing the right things, taking the medication. Being honest with yourself is the first thing that you have to do. And then secondly, be honest with the people that is around you. But then I realized that in the population and in the society, a lot of people are scornful towards persons who have the virus, because they don't understand proper procedure or what it entails in terms of the educational aspect of it. I remember this will be so funny, all they don't laugh at me. But I remember at a point in time I had a ras in my hair. And my hairdresser at that point in time, you know, we were talking, and you know, when you go in the salon, people talking, and then of course, based on the fact that I talk about all kind of issues and stuff, you know, she was talking to me and giving different scenarios on life. And one time that I went to do my hair, she came out and told me, she said, Dale, you know I have it, right? And you wouldn't believe, and I could say this now because I've matured, but my blood started to crawl. I started to feel like I wanted to die. I went and take a AIDS test one time after, like the same week I went and take a test. And it was because of the fact that I was not knowledgeable about the virus. And I went and ran and take a test because next thing you know, she lock in my hair, next thing you know, the needle she using choke herself and then choke me and infect me. And then starting to read up about this virus and gave myself an understanding of how it works and how the medication acts with you, and even when you get a cold, what happens, and you go from there, and you know, you're just doing all of that. And I believe that I should make it my duty to get the persons that are knowledgeable to come and speak to all of y'all here. And I would personally, when I get the clearance from management with the individuals that we would want to come in and just have that conversation, I will personally tell you, get the kiddies at that time to sit in front of the TV, sit in front of their radios, to listen, because there are many young persons out there that are getting infected because they're being reckless, because they're not seen about themselves. There are other persons that are just, if I tell you all a story, there is a story where it says I went on a job and I carried some of my employees on the job. It was a video shoot, so I had some workers and things there with me. And there's a young man who was with me. Now I don't judge nobody with the lifestyle. He has a wife at home, but you know, you see a nice woman and he talking to her and whatever the case may be, probably to get through. And while he was indulging in the conversation and I doing what I had to do, my client come to me and say, hey, tell your partner, he thinking that, you know, tell your partner what she sells, because she have it. And that's how you keep doing it. She have it. So I'm saying, well, okay, all right. I said, true. Now if you see the nice girl, nice, when I tell you the girl, sweet, bad. So I said, but how you mean she have it? And the client went in to explain to me how she got it. She was in a relationship with a policeman. And she thought she was in a relationship with the policeman. She and the policeman was involved. They broke up. Sometime after, she started to feel sick and nauseous and all kind of different symptoms, and she decided to go to the doctor for a checkup to find out, you know, what is happening. Why is she experiencing these symptoms? They took tests, they took blood tests, and upon the arrival of the return of the blood test, the doctor was then telling her, well, you know, it's because you're HIV positive. This is why you're getting these symptoms, and are you taking your medication? Which was news to her, because she was never HIV positive before. And she decided to call the man because that was the only person that she'd been with within that time period. And she hasn't been with anybody from since then to when she went to me. And that man, as it was explained to me, what he didn't tell her is what he forget to tell her. And he said, I don't care, whatever. And he acknowledged, yes, he know he's sick. But he didn't tell her that he was sick and passed it on to her. And from since then, she's been on a hate parade. She don't like man at all. And any man that track her, that thirsty, they not, you know, you know, have those kind of men. Once you're thirsty, she gain it. And you feel you get through, but this time you get through with a lifelong sickness after. Lifelong sickness. And it's not easy out here. So, and I don't know why it is a start like that, because I reached here, I was normal, it wasn't on my mind, and as I sit down on this chair, it came to me. So you know I say, yeah, God, you have your way. Somebody needs to probably hear it. But be safe. And when it says that we get to do this part, that part, with that educational part about HIV and AIDS and HIV awareness and how to protect yourself and all these different things, I do hope that you'll get the kiddies to sit and listen as well. I'm opening the phone lines, 342-0081, 466-5391. Caller, good afternoon, welcome.
Yeah, boy, last week I was passing by the Hall of Justice, and I see a very powerful man with a dog protesting. I know what kind of law he want them to pass.
All right. 342-0081, 466-5391. Those are the numbers to call. Also available on WhatsApp as well. I'm also seeing that some persons are saying that, you know, some people are born with it. Yes, that's true. Caller, good afternoon, welcome.
Dear Pleasant, good afternoon, my brother. How are you?
Good afternoon, I'm fine. How are you doing?
You put on your pretty shirt today, boy. You're a man of color. You remind me of yourself, man. Yeah, you're a man of color, shirt, boy. Dale, and you know what you say in there, Dale. It is so real, Dale. And we live it, and we see it each day, Dale. How much person, Dale, is willing to ask the partner, the boyfriend, the girlfriend, and meet you, we go down nice? How much person is feel comfortable to say, hey, yeah, we're going, and I think, you know, we should go to the next step, you know. I think we should go and get tested. How much person? You know what I think about? Once you pass it, you get through, right? How long is it before you came in? You know that is a joy, it's a pain for them, right?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, what happens? You took like a dog and you went to do it. I want to say, what beautiful girl in Jamaica, beautiful girl. And this guy thinks that she's single, and I said, like, single too. And so we say, oh, good, and but she would have tell you, because that's the type of person she is, that look, tell me good, I am HIV positive. But now it's about go a party, you drink your rum, you do whatever you can do, and you're good. It is so, and do like once again, beautiful shirt, great show.
God bless you, my brother.
Thank you. Don't worry, I'll lend you this one too, eh? 3420814665391. And that's the thing. And one of the things that I was told is that, you know, even when you go and you do these rapid tests, the rapid test is not giving you a current status, as in, no. And that's why they advise you to go back again 3 to 6 months and take another test. You know? And young people, that is not a flex, you know. How much woman you could have is not a flex, you know. You have your whole life ahead of you. Caller, good afternoon, welcome.
Good afternoon to you, Mr. Edward.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
I'm fine, how you doing?
Well, you're supposed to be after all that egg chow exercise.
After all that, what, sorry?
Egg chow.
Oh,
and exercise. Some of the people.
Hey, the egg chow tastes good, isn't it? The egg chow was tasting good, and you know, some people would have that, would say, or they would think that they would have a after effect. Didn't have an after effect at all. So I'm just saying, alright, because just on social media this weekend here, a young lady died, and when she died, all of a sudden, people started to talk about she have the virus. I know she was with a certain soca star, which they're trying to make a bacchanal. And the individual in question who started to share the information, which I find, you know, if he is my friend, or I am your friend, and I know that you have a virus, and I know you're not taking care of yourself, you're not taking your medication, and I see you're going to give or infect another man or another person with this virus. You got to vex with me as your friend, you know. I want you all to come on the live for me. I just needed to talk about that for a few. But I want you all to join me on the live because there's some tea here today. It is tea. I have to classify this as tea. 8 minutes and 12 seconds of tea that you don't want to miss. And for the past couple days, I've been telling you all, don't miss the message. But I saw this circulating on the media. And I told myself, Dale, we're sharing everything here. So I'm sharing everything today. I'm going to take some calls that I have on the inside. Caller, good afternoon, welcome.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I had to call and ask if you're aware that the story relate. I will see it as a personal law. You can't have no yet you're positive and go with somebody, you know. That is a felony or whatever they go. That's a charge.
Right.
Yeah, he could be in real. Instead of the lady getting frustrated, she's supposed to report it. Yeah.
But then again, you know, the embarrassment and shame and all these different things will keep people from going to the law.
Boy, it's better you get justice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't cry, you have to get justice.
Indeed.
Thanks.
Yeah, man, thanks for the contribution. And I always said that I wanted to check that out, you know, for the laws in pertaining to that. Because there are a lot of people out here who would have been infected, gotten infected by somebody else who did not disclose to them that they were sick. The same hairdresser that I spoke about, she and all got infected by somebody, and they never told her that they were sick until she got sick and found out, and she had to live with that. Right? Waiting for this video. The first this tea hot. The tea saying It taking long to transfer, all kind of thing going on here. I'm just waiting for the video to send and trying to send it while I was talking to you guys. Good afternoon to you, Rasta Jack. Rasta Jack is one of the individuals inside of here who longs and irks for attention. So, you know, we could always say good afternoon to him on the chat because they are always on the inside. Always. To make sure and keep us in check. I'm just waiting for this thing here. I don't know what happened, you know. Or is it that it's my is it that it's no, it's not my device because everything else is going. Let me see. Put this here like that. So I'll open the phone lines in the meantime. Let me just organize this really quickly. Let me just think here because it keeps saying it just keep right. So it keeps saying that it's not sending. All right, give me 2 minutes. Finally got it to I got it to send. Right, got it to send. This was done when this was done. Right. So there was something that was spoken about, could be about a couple of weeks ago. It came to the forefront. And I had it here for a little while, and I was saying when would have been the perfect opportunity for us to have a conversation in regards, because, you know, after we were discussing the whistleblower conversation, and there were other things that were happening, and there are other things that have been happening, and one individual posted in retrospect to this. So I want you all to jump in on the live for those of you all that are listening to us via radio right now, and you need to get closer to your device. Pick up your smartphone, your tablet. Go to your TVs, type in IWER TV, The Street 919 FM. Go on Facebook, type in The Street 919 FM for those of you that prefer to go on your Facebook account. And, or you could go on your mobile device, go in your app store and download the Street 919 FM. And I want to give all you a life hack. Eh? The best thing for you to do is to go and get the mobile app on your phone, because there are going to be times that we are not streaming via Facebook and YouTube, especially for those of you that love your music shows on a Friday and a Saturday and a Sunday, and the live is not brought across because of the copyright stuff, and you love to see your video. You can jump on the app, because the video is always running on the app regardless. So make sure it is a plus to have the mobile app. Alright, so I'm gonna play this video. So let me check in to see all those of you that are inside. Let me see. Beautiful. Robert, good afternoon to you. Deborah, good afternoon. Maria, Fabian, Diane Payne, Anna, good afternoon. Donna Walcott, good afternoon to you. Hyacinth, good afternoon. James, good afternoon to you. Rena Jennings, good afternoon to you. Now, I saw this video and it raised some all kind of thing, and I just was like, what? Wow. Me not like the man too much, you know. But you cannot deny the information because of how the information was brought across. Take a look at this. Take a look at this. Let me hush this up. You'll need to take a look at this.
Name of this video is Stars, Box and Airports, calling a company called Vemco.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning. My name is Philip Alexander. I want to ask you two quick questions. Yes, does Vemco own Prestige Holdings?
We are all under the same group.
Vemco and Prestige Holdings all under the same group. Is Christopher Alcazar the chairman of Vemco?
He's the CEO of Vemco.
Christopher Alcazar is the CEO of Vemco.
Correct.
Thank you very much. Does Prestige Holdings own Starbucks franchise in Trinidad?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Have a lovely day, ma'am. So we just found out a fellow by the name of Christopher Alcazar is the CEO of Vemco. That is a company that is a sister company to a company that owns the franchise for Starbucks in Trinidad.
Prestige, good morning.
Good morning. I need to ask you a couple of questions. My name is Philip Alexander. Is Prestige Holdings the franchise owner for Starbucks in Trinidad?
Yes, it is. Prestige Holdings, customer care. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. My name is Philip Alexander.
Yes, Mr. Alexander.
I just want to find out, is Prestige Holdings part of the same group that Vemco is?
No, we are not. They are their own. We're not affiliated with Vemco, but the owner owns Vemco.
The owner of Vemco owns Prestige Holdings?
Yes.
Okay. Is Mr. Christopher Alcazar employed at Prestige Holdings at all?
I am not certain. I'm just have to get that from HR department.
Thank you very, very much. No, he's a CEO at Vemco, so I was just checking to see if he was a CEO at Prestige too. Have a lovely day.
That's not our CEO.
Have a lovely day, my friend. You going to tell me who is your CEO?
Mr. Simon.
Mr. Simon. Have a lovely day.
Airport Authority, good morning.
Good morning. Could you put me on to the person in charge of renting retail space in the airport?
Sure.
Good morning. Who should I speak to rent, to get information about retail space in the airport?
Well, I guess that would be the property department. Okay?
Property
so
department.
Transfer you to reception so that they can redirect your call.
Thank you. That's taking too long. I will dial back to reception myself.
Airport Authority, good morning.
Good morning. Could you put me onto the person in charge of the property, please? I'm trying to get onto the person who handles retail rental in the airport.
Property department, good morning.
Good morning. Am I speaking to the person in charge of renting retail space at the airport?
That may be the marketing department.
Marketing department. My name is Philip Alexander. I'm interested in finding out the price per square foot to rent retail space in the airport.
All right, let me transfer you. Hold on. Mr. Alexander, is it possible that you can send an email to this email address, please?
Just now, before you give me the email address, I want to ask you something. Are you familiar with the corporate structure of the Airports Authority?
I'm trying to understand.
Do you know who the chairman of the Airport Authority is?
Yes, I am. Yes, I do.
Christopher Alcazar?
Right,
Is Mr. Christopher Alcazar the chairman of the Airport Authority?
Correct.
Okay, I just wanted to find out, how does one rent the atrium to set up a business? That's what I'm trying to find out. I want to open a business next to Starbucks.
Right, and that's what I'm trying to direct you to.
No, but I want to talk to somebody first before I write an email. I want to find out if it's possible. I don't want to waste my time and theirs. I want to rent.
Right, please. Could you kindly hold, please, sir?
Sure. I'll tell you what we know so far. The company that owns Prestige Holdings owns Vemco. The CEO of Vemco is Christopher Alcazar. The chairman of the Airports Authority is Christopher Alcazar. Starbucks is owned by Prestige Holdings.
Good day, Marketing and Nisha speaking.
Hi, good morning. My name is Philip Edward Alexander.
Hi, good day.
Ma'am, I would like to find out, how do you get to rent the atrium in the airport to set up a business?
Firstly, you could email marketing@tntairports.com.
That's how the process begins?
You start with emailing.
Right.
And then we will move forward from there.
Is there a
Put
standard?
all your information, pardon?
Is there a standard per square foot price, or is it, or does it vary?
No, there is a standard.
What is a per square foot price to rent space in the atrium?
Okay, sorry, sir, but I won't be able to say.
You can't give me that over the phone.
You could just email marketing.
I will email, but the airport authority are the people responsible for handling who gets to rent property in the atrium in the airport, yes?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Have a lovely day. The Airport Authority of Trinidad and Tobago, the chairman is a fellow by the name of Christopher Alcazar. Starbucks is owned by, the franchise for Starbucks in Trinidad is owned by Prestige Holdings. Prestige Holdings is a junior sister company to Vemco. The CEO of Vemco is a fellow by the name of Christopher Alcazar. Now I'm launching, yesterday we served a Freedom of Information request to find out how much is Starbucks paying to rent the atrium.
The unit you're attempting to reach is either switched off or out of the service area.
That is Christopher Alcazar's phone number. You can try it one more time. That is his direct line. Yesterday I called him. He said he was in a meeting. He will call me right back.
I'm sorry. The unit you're...
So the question this morning that I want to ask the CEO of Vemco, that is a sister company, the senior company to Prestige Holdings that owns the franchise for Starbucks in Trinidad and Tobago. Their CEO is Christopher Alcazar, the same person who is the chairman of the Airports Authority of Trinidad and Tobago, the organization responsible for the renting of retail space at Piarco Airport. Before Starbucks set up in the atrium was not earmarked as retail space for anybody. Now, it could be that all of this is just a happy coincidence. A lot of happy coincidences have been taking place in the past couple of weeks, where the CEO of WASA decided to write off millions of dollars in owed bills from companies like Five Islands Water Park. It's happy coincidences that Amalgamated Security, of all security firms, would be given the contract to cut down hanging cables from the backs of vans with hacksaws. A lot of these are happy coincidences. But of all the happy coincidences that I have encountered so far, this one is the most glaring, that the chairman of the Airports Authority that is responsible for renting the space that Starbucks occupies is the CEO of the senior company to the company that holds the franchise for Starbucks in Trinidad and Tobago. That is too close to an incestuous relationship. That is too close to a conflict of interest. That is too close to it being a problem. And at this point, the conversation is going to start to happen in Trinidad and Tobago about should organizations and persons who chair those organizations act in favor of companies for which they are also the CEO. So all of those who are trying to figure out how Starbucks comes to be in the atrium, it helps to have a friend and chairman of Airports Authority. In fact, if you could have your CEO and the chairman be one and the same person, you win. Trinidad and Tobago, we will continue to unravel and undo and expose all of this so you understand how all of these happy coincidences and incidents occur. And maybe you, the voter, will start to ask questions about why you would put either PNM or UNC in office when all you get is this same set of incestuous relationship. The echo chamber is talking. I'm hearing the echo chamber talking. The echo chamber saying, Philip, what nonsense you're talking? UNC not in office. Go and ask UNC's deputy political leader, Jerlene John, who was the CEO of Pizza Boys, how Pizza Boys get all them good positions in the airport. Echo chamber, get quiet. All of you who voted, pay attention.
I just thought that I should play that. No, I don't support Philip. No, I ain't politicking for no party. I just want you all to get that in one time. But there are many things that are happening within the society. And the whistleblower legislation, something that will help along the way. And many things that you have to put a stop to and an end to for fairness for all. And before I played that video, I made sure I did some research. But in how the video was brought across, there is no doubt that the facts is there to see, because we called the companies direct. It's sad though. What y'all think? Is it okay, or should it be okay for persons to be able to be the CEO of one company and be a director, a CEO in our next company, like the airport authority, and then, you know, because your hands are in both pots, we can take some sauce from one pot and put it over into the next, and grant yourself favor. I thought when it is you go into these positions that you have to resign from another for transparency and clarity and all these different things. I don't know, I may be mistakenly wrong. Good afternoon, Tobago Sunshine, I see you. I could be wrong. I don't know. But it's I don't know. And then we study that, you know, some of the small businesses and the small business owners, you know, they don't get a chance because the big boys' hands in everything. They have friends in high places, and when the small man tries to get in on something, you know, we fight them down. We create opportunities for ourselves at the higher levels. But the small business owners, you know, they have to fight tooth and nail to get through. Why is that so? But these are some things to think about, and I hope that listening to the video, good afternoon, Janet Armstrong, that it brings a level of awareness what is happening around us. And we ourselves too should be okay in just picking up the phone and say, hey, I'm going to check this out. I'm going to look at this. Let me see. Let me find out. Just get yourself involved in information and getting the right info.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the Street 919 FM. As we transition into summer, we continue to talk politics, current events, entertainment, and what's trending, while balancing the talk with some of your favorite tunes, both old and new. Our purpose is to keep you informed and edify you, as well as to give you food for thought on the current affairs of this nation and the world. Keep it locked to the Street 919 FM every day, all day. Our on-air numbers are 342-0081 and 466-5391. Visit us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. The Street 919 FM. YouTube, IWER TV.
The Street 919 FM.
Share the life.
Renting a car in Tobago should be quick, affordable, and easy.
Wow.
Here at Onia Rentals, we make the process as simple as possible by using our easy e-sign-up. Yep, we can sign you up from just about anywhere using our tablets. See? All done. And everything goes straight into the cloud. Yeah, you're on your way. Are you coming to Tobago? Book your car rental with us and enjoy the most affordable rates in Tobago. But hurry, because cars go pretty fast. Call 361-1042. That's 361-1042. One more time, 361-1042. O'Neill Auto Rentals, Tobago, taking you further.
The Street 919 FM mobile app is now live. Keep in the loop with all your favorite programs. Be in the know first and carry us wherever you go. Listen and watch us live at the click of your fingertips. Download our mobile app now. Go in your favorite app store, whether it be Android or Apple, and type in The Street 919 FM.
Hey, you drink Magnum, hold the vibes and crack one. Take charge with Magnum, build the vibes with Magnum. They say all rum is that we don't deal with. Magnum is energy when you need it. Take charge anytime, anyway. With Fingerton 2, it's power for days. When you crack one, take charge. And when you drink one, take charge. You need a next one, take charge. Magnum tonic wine. But what is that, babe? Must be 18 years and over to consume. Drink responsibly.
Conscious Talk, where we are at and where we are going. After a storm, there is a calm. Where there is darkness, light follows. Where there is evil, good overcometh. It's Conscious Talk with Steve Antoine. Every Thursday from 10:25 a.m. to 10:55 a.m. It's Conscious Talk. Conscious Talk.
This is Natural Health Solution, where we offer a range of holistic services. Or HemoView, which is a deep dive into blood detection, both live and dry assessment. Or BioResonance full body assessment, or full body lymphatic detoxification. Or physical therapies include back, neck, and shoulder massage, sciatic nerve compression, and more. Our new beauty line includes both facial, mole and tag removal, and much more. Join us every Tuesday at 8:05 to 8:35 right here on the Street 91.9. Call our numbers is 222-2189. That number again is 222-2189.
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's Radio.
You are invited to join Pastor Morris Johnson of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly Miracle Center, located at number 399 Eastern Main Road, Waiko in Sangre Grande, for the Old Time Gospel Hour Family Radio Ministry every Sunday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. On Mondays, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Trauma and Bereavement. Every Tuesday, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. The Law and You. Wednesdays, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Dealing with Disabilities. And on Friday evenings from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. All night prayer live on the Street 919 FM. Designed with you in mind. This program deals with today's issues from a biblical perspective, and you will also be given the opportunity to call in and interact with us. Micah 6:8 says, He has shown you, O man, what is good, and what does the Lord require of you, but to do justly, to love, have mercy, and to walk humbly with your God. Your financial support through the First Citizens Bank would be greatly appreciated. Account number 795-222. For further information, call 753-1113 or 610-4673.
Share the live.
The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Oh yes, beautiful. So we are now, it is now 3:01 right here, 3:01 p.m. in the p.m. and I want to say good afternoon to all of you that are inside. So the lines was ringing just as we were going on the take the break. So the lines are back open, 342-008-14665-391. I don't understand the need for somebody to be CEO and chairman of all these different companies. I'm pretty sure you're earning a salary from all. Isn't there, leave it for somebody else to also get a chance to make some money. There are a lot of people out there that are unemployed. And I mean, I guess when you get in, you'll be able to help yourself to. So I guess that's what it is. So I won't fight it. I guess that is what it is. If that is the case, no problem. But I would as somebody told me, say, Dale, that is greed. That is greed. I don't know, I really don't know. I don't know. The Emancipation Support Committee of Trinidad and Tobago presents the 2023 Pan-African Festival TT, commemorating emancipation. The greatest celebration of Africa outside of Africa. Come celebrate 186 years of emancipation at the Lidij Yasu Umawali Emancipation Village at Queen's Park, Savannah, with a full week of activities. There's something for everyone, from the pan lovers and art enthusiasts to foodies, music lovers, and children. It's a family affair you won't want to miss. Saturday, July 27th is the grand opening of the village. Women in Rapso, tribute to Cheryl Byron, Unity Reggae Concert, and a special tribute to women. On Sunday, July 28th, Family Day Food Fair Youth Pan Explosion, Jazz at Sunset, Pan by Moonlight. And then Monday, July 29th, Ancestral Night. Tuesday, July 30th is Calypso Concert, Shikamo Luta. Wednesday, July 31st, the Pan-African Concert. Every day from 3 p.m., Rhythms and Voices of Africa. August 1st, Emancipation Day, tribute to our ancestors, All Stars Panyard. Freedom Morning Come, played by Pearl Springer. Cabolo Street Procession to the Emancipation Village. Flambeau Procession from Queen's Park, Savannah to All Stars Pan Yard. Then on the 2nd of August, Village Lag Nyap at Lidj Yasu Omawali Village. Village opens every day, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Admission free until 3 p.m. And then the entrance fee is $40 after 3 p.m. and children under 12 free. Paying patrons can win return tickets to any CAL destination courtesy Caribbean Airlines, the official airline of the 2024 Pan-African Festival TT, commemorating emancipation, August 2nd and 3rd in collaboration with the San Fernando City Corporation. Freedom Festival, Harris Promenade, San Fernando, and the Emancipation Support Committee of Trinidad and Tobago. Moving forward with our heads up. Better Deal Supermarket, number 70 Aranguez Road and Lampos 50 Diet Street in Kadupia. Always a better deal. Goat stew $21.99 per pound. Lamb shoulder $26.99 per pound. Golden brand margarine 3 for $19.99. Betty full cream milk 11 2 for $23.99. Sundays ice cream 1 gallon 2 for $109.99. Creamy ice cream 2 for $99 per. IQF chicken breast 5 pounds for $89.99 at Better Deal Supermarket. You get Shark $14.99 per pound. Oasis water 330 ml 5 cases for $89.99. Myron parboiled rice 900 grams 3 for $27.99. Only at Better Deal Supermarket. Right, you could also get Santa Rosa sausage 4 for $19.99. Royal parboiled rice 3.6 kg for $33.99. Primer oil 900 ml $13.99. Myron brown sugar 750 grams 3 for $26.99. This is price way. And of course there are much more in store for you at Better Deal Supermarket, number 70 Aranguez Road in San Juan and Lampos 50 Diet Street, Kadupia. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook to see more. Offer runs till July 9th, 2024. That's a limited time. The 9th of July is tomorrow. So you all need to know you're getting in on it. So move many phone lines. Lines are wide open. 342-0081 466-5391. Caller, good afternoon. Welcome. Caller, good afternoon.
Dale, my partner, how you going, brother? How was your weekend?
Oh, shucks. I pressed answer by mistake here, boy. I'm good.
You're
good.
Your best. Dale, boy.
I'm
Dale,
good.
boy, now, boy. Yeah. Dale.
Yeah.
I've been in a country now, boy. You had to decide that, boy, when I see Wall Street name, I either pick it up or I gotta leave him. Anyway, Dale, I want to say this, Dale. Dale, I hear you read out something there with regards to 186 years of emancipation and the Emancipation Day Committee celebrating Pan Celebration. But Dale, the RPNM take away land from a black organization and giving it to a wealthy Indian businessman. And hear what the black RPNM people saying. Hear what they're saying now. Well, them and no lease for that land. Them and no lease for that land. However, Dale, you notice there's a receipt circulating on social media showing that there was a receipt for 99 years for that land. But the black RPNM people, they don't want to believe that. Secondly, they're talking about Pan Celebration. We're talking about Emancipation Day, right? Prime Minister Rowley, he stated he could be the blackest man in Trinidad and Tobago. Change Emancipation Day to African Emancipation Day support. African Emancipation Day. Yet, the same man who says the blackest man, them don't even have half an acre of land from this same black man. And let me close with this. Dale, 36 years ago, before I get married, my mother-in-law told me a liar has no memory. Let me say hello to Prime Minister Rowley. Dale, who it is stated that they wasn't closing on Petrochin, and they closed down Petrochin. Who it is stated that Wendell Motley was not on a committee, and he was on that committee when he was answering Robert Amaro. Who it is stated that he didn't go on vacation, and yours truly, Wall Street, fact check him and show that he went on a vacation. Dale, What a tangled web we weave when we try to deceive. My mother-in-law said, a liar has no memory. Dale, you have a splendiferous, tremendous, marvelous, splentastic, splentacular.
Same to you, Wall Street. Caller, good afternoon, welcome.
Hello, Mr. Dale.
Good
A
afternoon.
little upset because a few weeks ago you said we finished with that topic how Trinbago was given up somewhere Wrighton Road and they're happy with it. And to hear this man come back and talk like that. I mean, we have any African emancipation, you have to bring up that? Dale, thank you. Bye-bye.
Caller, good afternoon, welcome. Good afternoon, caller.
Good afternoon to you, Dale.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. And what a poor contribution from that last caller there. But I want to say to Wall Street, you forget one thing. When the Prime Minister changed the day from Emancipation Day to African Emancipation Day, something so big, let me say it as the RPNM, something so big, right? He didn't even invite nobody. He did not invite nobody from the Emancipation Committee of Trinidad and Tobago. He made that change on his own without even inviting one person, not even the president, the vice president, nobody from the Emancipation Committee. How could you just be doing things on your own without dealing with the people who are responsible for that organization? How could you do such a thing? So it's not just that he didn't give them land deal. He doesn't even connect with these people. But he wants the public to feel that I'm the Prime Minister and I want to do something for black people. But how you could be doing things? If I come into 91.9 and I have to do something there and I have to reach out to people that work there or deal with 91.9 in order to make changes for 91.9, I have to do that. So the president of the Emancipation Committee came out and said publicly that the Prime Minister did not reach out to them when he made this change, right? The Prime Minister needs to come truthful to the people at Tobago. And when he going Ghana and all these places, acting like he's doing something for the emancipation of the Africans, he don't even carry nobody from the Emancipation Committee, and them is the African people who just carry on this thing. So the people who call in and want to act like if the Prime Minister doing the right thing, he's doing the wrong thing. He's doing things on his own, and he's supposed to be doing things, and he's supposed to be connecting to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. And this is the point we're trying to make, so you can understand that. You don't do things on your own. And this is the truth, because the lady come out and said that he don't carry them nowhere, he don't tell them nothing. He made that change on his own, and that's why Kafu Kamban was vexed when he made that change. Dale, you have a good evening.
Caller, good afternoon, welcome.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
If where you're not responding, I take it you're neutral, right?
Go ahead, caller.
The caller has to make the difference. Earlier, number one, Trinbago had no land. That was proven. The title on the land still belong to Orange Grove. That is number one. Now, when Mr. Pandey changed arrival day, he asked anybody? He asked any way? He changed it to Indian arrival day. So what is this caller really trying to tell you? If you got your memory short, you are telling nothing. So I have to say it. Is that what you mean? When you stay silent? Is that what you mean? Hello?
Go ahead and make a contribution, caller.
Right, because I realized you stay silent because you just say you is not UNC or PNM, right? But the the truth is what I thought you used to stand for. You used to tell people I had to check that. That's not on my. I didn't see that on my plate or whatever it is. Right? You used to say that. I don't know how that stopped. Right? But when they're talking things that is not so, I do see if you're not belonging to any party that you can't say, well, that is not the truth. The land didn't belong, and Mr. Pandey say he gives Pantrinbago, and 20-something years nothing to do on the land. But all of a sudden now everybody quarreling that they give it to somebody, which the person didn't take it yet, but it offered to them because it's not on anybody's name. It belonged to the government, Orange Grove, right? Why it is now everybody jumping to see about he give it to the man? But he ain't saying that he gave the old post office. The minister also say that if anybody here, the price of that real estate with the post office is at the corner of Dock Road and Rice Road, they would fall down when they hear the real estate value of that property. That is what they get. Pandey just get them that Orange Grove land because it ain't cost him nothing. Right? And then he ain't put it on he ain't get them no title. That was a report, and this is what's supposed to be saying, whether it is so or so. You're supposed to make a point of that. A fact check. You're running a show, man. There's a fact check. What are you telling me, man? I had to check that. That is what you used to say.
Have a good afternoon, caller. Caller, good afternoon. Welcome. Good afternoon, caller. Go ahead.
Good afternoon.
I don't understand, you know. If you call just now, you call the program. There's a conversation happening. Somebody makes a contribution and you believe to yourself that it is wrong. I am now giving persons the opportunity to call in and state your facts, because you know, if you know it wrong, why are you waiting for me to say it wrong? You have the opportunity. Go ahead and say what you have to say, and that's it. I can come here and put my opinions on how I feel about every single thing out here, but there are times that I'm going to sit and listen, and I'm going to open the lines and give people the opportunity to take front, and I will moderate while I'm listening. If it gets out of hand, then of course. But no real point in get out there, you know. You more vexed because I ain't say, let me go and let me go and let me go. The phone lines are open for that, and there are many people calling to get their point across. And this is what we're going to do. Caller, go ahead.
Yes, Dave. Yeah, we're holding all day long. Now, you can't vex with Cappy. Because what Cappy is saying, if we are giving information, if you're neutral and you're allowing people to give information, if their information is wrong, you should correct them. That's all he's saying. Seeing that you're neutral, you ain't taking no side. Right is right and wrong is wrong. Done the conversation. So let me point out to what was being said. With this man who living under the peak. And you know what has happened? A man who just a few weeks ago had his talk show in the night telling people don't vote for Kamala. Kamala ain't good. Kamala this, Kamala that, Kamala can't win the next election. Coming back here to try to convince me to support the same party that he was telling me was so corrupted. You know that? Slave catchers. They want to call people slave catchers and sheep. That is what you call a slave catcher, because you're going to do that for free. To tell you, and you will tell you, and don't come here to tell me no PNM now because he tell me he's a diehard UNC day. So, debunk that. So that the character is discredited. They have no character as men. These fellas have no character as men. So anything they come here and say, it leaves to be questioned. Because their integrity, they stand for nothing. You could buy them cheaply. You throw out anything at doubles and a roti, and you see how they just get on. And imagine that one in Florida, you must be getting a burger and a fry. So let me point out what was said in the parliament by the minister who passed that bill. I forget his name. I think he's the Minister of Tourism. You know, Dr. Eric Williams had given a piece of land in Shagaramas to Pantrin Bay, right? Pan they come and take the piece of land from them and send them which part that piece of land is now. And the minister say if you look at Pantrin Bay, go still paying the water rate for that piece of land that Pan they move them off us. Right? And give them that piece of land. No documents, because they had a search done. No information that the land is handed to Pantrin Bay. In 2011, when Kamala got into office, she promised them $7 million to finish that. Not a cent. The piece of property that they get down, which part they get the whole post office. I could turn that into a school. I could turn that into a museum. I could have, when the cruise ship come in, people could pay to come to see man, pay pan. Not just Kaiso, you know. Any kind of music, I could be performing. People could pay and book a show. And I could carry on because it in tongue. I could put up a 3-story, 4-story, I could put up a higher. That is why the minister said if you check the value of that property along with the car park, compared to the piece of land that they had, if they use it right. So when them fellas and them come to talk this kind of yes deal rubbish, and you know what I do with me? Dr. Rowley lie. He ain't closed down Petrotrin. Petrotrin closed down. The refinery closed down. The same people making noise for water tell me water for all. And give me a man who never built a water treatment plant, $400 million, and he gone to Panama deal. And still coming to tell me don't vote. And a man was telling me, Wall Street was telling me about all of that 2 weeks ago, how bad they was. And coming back here to support Dumb and Dumber after you come off here to tell them they're doing a good job. That is integrity. That makes sense, people at Trinidad and Tobago. Think about what is being pushed to us. And go on and enjoy evening.
Caller, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Dale. Pleasant good afternoon. Dale.
Lower your radio down for me. Roll your radio down before you make a contribution.
And you could think for yourself, Dale. And the only people that Google's a fool is PNM people like Barataria and them, boy. There's only PNM people that they could fool, boy. They're fooling all themselves, boy. No UNC people, like just PNM people. All they're fooling all their own family and children, boy. That's bad, boy. Dale, you have your own brain, brother. You could think for yourself. Don't let it be guy. Thank you, brother. Bless.
Caller, good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon, Dale. Let me tell you something for you now. I find that and make it too much. So you better get that. Right, no, in all seriousness, when the UNC came to power in 1995 and they decided to have a rival day and so on, I said to myself, the best day to call it is Heritage Day. So everybody could go and celebrate their own corner. You see, the interpretation is a hell of a thing. Indian arrival, African emancipation, all of these things. To me, it would be more divide in the country than just saying we have a heritage. But it doesn't happen. So what we going to do?
All right. Caller, good afternoon. Welcome.
Dale, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I never wanted to answer Wall Street, never. Because you know why? He's like a sour child. Sour. In 2015, when PNM was campaigning all over, I saw Wall Street for the first time live and direct. You know why? He was with the PNM in Maraval, right by the Health and Community Center, right where Diego Martin Northeast constituency of it was. He was a PNM. But because Rowley, Dr. Rowley, the Right Honorable Dr. Rowley didn't give him that building that he wanted in Laventille, he's upset. Let Rowley, let Wall Street rock too. Right? Everything is Petrotrin. The refinery is closed down. The refinery is closed down. I want them to tell me no, it's not the refinery. Right? When they give away our land in Shagarama for $1, Deal, Who did they consult with? Emancipation is just about a day. It doesn't bring any revenue. It doesn't lose any revenue. That's a day, Emancipation Day. When Pandey changed arrival day to Indian arrival day, who did he speak to? But no, Google on the phone, the RPN people, and they said, oh, but people, let us get real, man. Let us get real, people. We are suffering. Let us come together. Let us come together as one and unite and say what is right for the country. Dr. Rowley is afraid to look office tomorrow morning, you know. He's not afraid because he made decisions. He made the right decision for Trinidad and Tobago. These people want to give you colony or hands up, hands down, hands down, put your fingers in your lips. I'll give her body grant. Give her this, give her that. No. Look at how much cost. Look up to yesterday and since accounts come out. Barbering, bread making, nails, and some other thing. I see that come out yesterday. Look how much opportunity. Where give somebody opportunity to paint a building and give them 50 and get a paper in jail? People that get out of this PNM and UNC, there is not PNM, he is not UNC. If you don't want the answer, it is not his right answer. He is here to carry on a program. And if he feels to come in and say something, he says something. Nobody can say if there is NJAC, PNM, UNC or whatever. What they could say is that there is a man who carries a proper show and that he calls that spade a spade. They have a wonderful afternoon, my brother. I love you.
Yeah, man. Caller, good afternoon. Welcome.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
They take a time about Terry, he must know the talk shows and then possible in a back and I apologize. You also like, you know.
What you say, sorry?
Yeah. I said take a time with Bataria. He just come and try to set up misinformation. He try to pour past some good. Well, listen to that fella. My PH was at UNC, no, he's at PNM. Yeah, they're talking one thing and this program and when every them come talking something. Where it really is. Where it really is important. They are taking it light. Because when they go Trump, so let's enjoy life here. Me and my neighbor, I outside, I'll take any program.
Yeah, man.
Doctors.
Blessings. Caller, good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon, Brother Bill.
Good afternoon.
Now, to the people around you, good afternoon to them also. Now, let me get to the point fast. This is what I'm looking at. All my money, your money, this statement has nothing to do with 91.9. All my money, all the people of Trinidad and Tobago money was stolen. Right? Yet still the neighbor will miss a mango and see John going for the mango. John might be a hungry person. And the neighbor going and tell everybody, look, John, that one in the red pants, they take my mango. Don't. People who trying to get into power here stole all our money. What wrong with these people and them? Our money they stole. And this present government had to work hard to get back the country on a level. What really going on with these people? We lose all this money, all day that it goes so far. They have to change the $100 bills. Billions of dollars missing. And people trying to come here on the, I mean, they're entitled to their own views, but oh gosh, we're not stupid. Yet still, if someone put their hands in their own pocket and take their wallet, they want to kill them. But what it is going on with all our money, my money, your money, my grandmother who died, what really going on with these people? Are you playing me for stupid here or what? Let me tell you something. All you leave brother Rowley and the contingent alone because they make thieving no money. All you come and show proof that they're thieving money. This is our country. I born here and I grew up here. And if I had to say something wrong about the country, it must be the truth. Listen, I just voicing out straightforward talk here. Right? Who vex, that is them. Blessings to 91.9 for the program. Dale, I know you all can't say nothing because you have to go home. I don't want you to end up like a statistic like Dana Sita, you know. All you stay safe. But you all know that it's thief we money. God bless you all.
Caller, good afternoon, welcome.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I basically help you. As I was saying, properly exercise, telephone with a shoot. Are you with me?
I'm here with you. Load on your radio for me, Irie Village.
Well, I know. Okay.
You need to load on that radio. It's too loud, and I remember I have in-ears in my ears, so when that comes across, it comes off very loud in my ears. Alright, so when you're calling in, you'll know the timing already. Lower your radios down. You don't need to hear yourself when you're speaking to me. Let me play this.
Good afternoon, Dale. The bigger sunshine in the house here. Dale, it's a heavy heart I am sending this voice note to you. To know as I was sleeping in my bed last night, 3 persons was being gunned down, just a stone throw from where I live. You understand? And then to watch on Facebook, on Lid's page, to see who is the 3 person that I know very well. One of them was my co-worker. I foreman him on 2 teams that he was on at the point in time that I foreman. One is an all-force player as myself. We used to play the same team. Now we play for a different team when we come into Trinidad to play fet match and thing. He is there. And the other one is the friend of my daughter's father. And the place where they play, where they lime and things, that just have little old forge fetch mat, man just play a little wappy and all kind of thing there. What gives a man a right to run in there and shoot up the place? Kill 3 people, 3 innocent person, and 1 is in hospital fighting for his life. Now to hear a man come on the radio here talking about and Pastor Google is just fooling the PNM people and all kind of thing. His PNM was dragging coffin all over Tobago, and his PNM was saying if I know when blood will flow like water, his PNM is the one that turn off the apparatus that has the blood is coming in here, in and out. His PNM who turn off the recognition face in the airport that we don't know what type of criminals passing in and out here. Is PNM doing all of that? Is PNM want bring section 34? Is it PNM that when they try now to do over the bail amendment bill and give it the support that the UNC wanted, that UNC in return didn't support it? Is only now they try to support it. Mister, me ain't hungry, I ain't starving. A man who could buy corn beef and rice rich. You understand? Because if you take half away and drop some are we in them other countries and them, we will run back to we own. So please, sir, speak about yourself. Me ain't hungry. And all needs to stop this thing about PNM UNC, because when man walking wrong with the gun shooting down people, they don't ball, are you a PNM bow? Are you a PNM bow? No, they're not going wrong saying that. These little monsters and them that sit in the house that the parents and them know about, know that they're into the thing and not saying or doing nothing. According to Gigi used to say, when you see something, say something, but they say nothing and only giving innocent people headache. Now remember, UNC and PNM peoples and them are security, them well safe. Is we out here that not well safe, because a man can pick up a stray bullet anytime today or tomorrow and we drop down dead. So speak for yourself. Don't speak on my behalf, because I'm not hungry, I'm working for my money. You understand? It's the lazy ones and them who want to sit at home and does nothing. The government has done enough for especially young people and them to do something about themselves. They could plant a little thing in the yard and go and sell. Look, Dale, I don't get mad. I don't mad here already with what take place here. But people cannot sleep and walk the road in peace. So Dale, I locked on and listening, darling. Sorry for sending this long voice note.
Caller, good afternoon. Welcome.
Yeah, good afternoon, Dale. Everything in the house.
Yeah, I realize.
Sorry, what happened? I have a radio on. But I was way out in the road and I realized.
Yeah, still picking up.
Well, as I would say, it properly exercised. There is someone like a stranger laugh. Deal. First of all, the emancipation name change. What Dr. Rowley saw went on last year, it appears that everybody wants to say they were emancipated, but no. So Dr. Rowley will correct African. So all who are Africans, emancipate. So people call in and say about Dr. Rowley had was saying, what committee? Did Pandey had a committee when the late Patrick Manning said arrival day, all of us arrived? He just changed it to Indian arrival day. Did he have to go and meet any committee? You all always like to cry down we. Don't cry down we. And Cambon, he wasn't pleased. He said, why the African, imagine he's African, so right now, I'm not in favor of him. How you must say, why African emancipation? He said that. So, I mean, they're not pleased, because, you know, why? Something more to decide. But anyhow, that is one. Two, the propaganda that ICE is spreading in this country. Imagine, I think, on the headline about papers, now I don't buy papers. I stopped that over 50 years now. Why? Because most of the media houses, they are liars. You know, they put on the front page, ding, and what they put dingy outburst. Imagine that. What a horrible thing, dingy outburst. As if half of the country dying from dengue. They tell me out, If around everybody house deal, you make sure and you look for any containers there that has water. And you're supposed to make sure deal around your surrounding it's in a correct way. The last week I see people on TV go, they come and spray and man say, mosquito, big, again die. I would like to see these people, about 9 of them, who they spoke on the street. I would like to see these people surrounding them. I would love to see them surrounding. They have to take care of you. But no, it is a real problem. And that's their problem. Your problem is to make sure your environment and your neighbor are okay. And next thing, UNC will do everything that is opposite. And you know people still coming down on African people. As if Dr. Rowley, he did a million wrong. And jokers calling him and talking one set of rubbish. Why are they doing that? Is it a political war? I mean, you have to understand it's the same blood as the woman from the Bible said. It's the same blood. Cannibal is allowed. Big line, cricket football is allowed. These people, you want to see their last note. My last speech now. This is the first opposition party I ever see. 2 days a week they are campaigning. Sunday morning and Monday night. They always, because that is, and they took a move, always be in the citizen ears. I will leave it there. Thanks, brother. Thanks.
Caller, good afternoon. Welcome.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
Mr. Porter Spain.
Good afternoon to you, then.
Hey, good afternoon.
I got back a feedback or you got
no, you're good. You're good.
Well, then, hear what I'm saying, I, as a man, don't like to come up with old facts. And I got thank one of the callers, I think it's Barataria, who came and apologized when he made a mistake concerning the Holland Tunnel and Wall Street able to call. So I said, I put him in the high extreme as somebody with ethics, integrity. Then, when I hear people talking about who lie and who does lie, I don't be asking the question. I mean, the black man suddenly becomes the black man, and it was totally backed up by a gentleman who's supposed to be answering to the courthouse to put the citizens of not paying taxes towards a vehicle that he bought. Then I wonder again, am I thinking or dreaming? When I heard the former Prime Minister say, war is on the land, not on the sea, and came back and said that she never said that. So that is not a lie. That is just a statement. And finally, the caller who called about Pantonbigo, that is very correct. Anybody want to challenge that? I would tell them to come in my school. They could challenge me. People don't challenge me and win me then. Because I just have tapes and I just have my facts right up. The late Gladiator told them, leave Mr. Potter Spain with facts. And I want to remind them, I was a talk show host on this radio station, and I thank IWER the boss for allowing me that opportunity. And then, let them challenge me today. What I said here about Pantonbigo, let them challenge me. Pantonbigo never had any sort of document saying that they own them. No, they have somewhere. And thanks again to the Minister, Randolph Mitchell, for bringing out the facts. Then, thank you very much for allowing me this contribution.
Yeah, man, no problem.
This is my trademark.
No problem.
Thank you very much.
Yes, well, good afternoon to you, Dale. Yes. Now, the slavery, right, in Trinidad. The most common ethnic groups of the enslaved Africans in Trinidad and Tobago were Ligbo, Congo, Libibo, Yoruba, and Malinke people. Of all of these groups, among others, were heavily affected by the Atlantic slave trade. The population census of 1813 shows that among African-born slaves, the Ligbo were the most numerous, right? So when Dr. Rowley say he changed it to African Emancipation Day, he was just emphasizing on the group, right? And he is correct, right? Because everybody wanted to join in and say everyone got emancipated. But no, it's these groups he was talking about, right? Of African people. Thank you very much.
Caller, good afternoon, welcome.
Brother Dale.
Yes, man.
The program, as usual, and I want to, I sit down and I keep on trying to figure out something. And what I want to figure out is that, I don't know if somebody could correct me. They're watching Dr. Rowley or what he's saying. Because I listen to people like Tabaki, Pinal, Kingsley, Fall Street, all of them. And since I listen to these people, and they're always criticizing Dr. Rowley, my point is this. I never hear one of them say once, I want to say today is my wife's birthday. I never hear none of them say once they're celebrating anniversary. They criticize Dr. Rowley all how. I study now if it's an envy, because if your program, Pastor Google, all of them program based on fact. I don't mind whether you like somebody or you like somebody. According to Fall Street, people don't like Dr. Rowley, but you get two things. At least talk the truth. This is what bothering me. People, young people listening, whether they go up and a maxi or whatever. Talk the truth. All of us like Dr. Rowley to talk the truth. Talk the truth. Right? While they're selling all this soul for what? 30 pieces of silver. It have no perfect party. It have no perfect party. Some may like UNC, some may like PNM. But at the end of the day, all they need to talk the truth and face reality. Right? I don't know people lacking a mother role because I hear a man say his mother-in-law and never even talk about his mother. I hear a next man say Kamala is the mother of the nation. So these people lacking a kind of love and mother love. But all I am saying, brothers, all people like whoever, all like, just talk the truth now. Talk the truth. Right? I hear don't the fishermen blame Dr. Rowley for not telling them to take their boat out of the sea. Every single thing. But I blame Dr. Rowley for the mosquito where all them women and man have a set of plant pot or old tire. I blame Dr. Rowley for that. Every single thing they blaming Dr. Rowley. And yet, like it's a payday they're waiting for. People be real, be real. I just enjoy the program, but when I hear certain things, I just wonder these people and them for real. I don't know if they bring somebody who know about. I know the punching. I don't know, boy. Like these people, them like living in a. But they'll have a blessed evening. Thank you.
Same to you and yours. Caller, good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon to you, Dale.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. Let me start by saying, when any race, a race that look for another race to give his race opportunity, is a race that will put you in slavery. I've been listening, and I want to say, many of you out there, contribution that you all making, it would not benefit community, it would not benefit family, it would not benefit constituency. It may benefit your political party tremendously, and your choice that is great. But I think you should focus on the community. Now, Dale, when I go Port of Spain area and through Trinidad and Tobago, the state don't have proper place for people to put garbage and for garbage truck to come and pick them up one time. So people put it all over on the ground and thing because that is this point with part the other point in 2024. When the people then put out the garbage over there and the state local government ministry pass and pick up these garbage them and the rain fall and flood out the whole of Port of Spain and the whole of Penal and thing. The people throw anything in the river and the drain and block up the drain. And next thing, when the state not clearing the water course drains and them properly, and we end up with a bunch of mosquitoes giving people dengue and thing, who to blame? Tell the people them they're not cleaning the place. Your contribution will benefit a political party, but it would not benefit your constituency, it would not benefit your family, and it would not benefit nothing at all. It will benefit your party. And ask yourself, who's supposed to fix the roads? Who's supposed to clean the drains? Who's supposed to pass every week and spray for mosquitoes and things? Whose job is that? Who are we paying to do that? Why it is these ministries and them getting for the past 9 years, the Ministry of Local Government get over $13 billion. Where these monies going? What we paying these money for? Your contribution will not benefit your community and your family because you're not even thinking about that. You're thinking about the PNM and Dr. Rowley. We pay Dr. Rowley, the citizens of this country, pay Dr. Rowley a tremendous amount of money to ensure this country is a clean, uncorrupted country, a secure country, and a country with what people get opportunity. Are you seeing that? And that's what you're defending. You're defending your political party, but your tribe, your culture, and your children's future, your contribution denying them that opportunity. Go ahead. The people down in Penal and Baby will say, we, Papa, Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon, welcome.
I'm going to open my soup kitchen. That will benefit the community.
Hello, good afternoon.
Dale.
Yes?
Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
How was the weekend? Good.
It was good.
I realized that also you put up a picture on your phone and all too.
Yeah.
I don't know, you know Jason?
Yeah, Jason?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ask me if you know me. Yeah, just the other day I saw him and all too. He was down home there and I spoke with him, right?
Right.
One thing I like him, you stay in focus. It's just listening, right? You know some of your callers, they was any mosquito, they pass dengue, you know that? Dale, you don't know that. Dale, sometimes I just wonder if there is just a me call you ready to talk a sort of utter rubbish. You hear what I'm telling you about? Dale, how long they've been speaking about this dengue out? How long, Dale? I show you that out for a while, right? Dale, as long as they have anything such like bowls and pan and water with water around in your surrounding, you got to get rid of it because, you know, there's where the mosquito stays. There's where they're going to lay the eggs. You hear what I'm telling you about? There's something I just wonder sometimes. What is wrong with these callers, you know? I heard the lady from Tobago speak about the incident in Black Rock there, Dale. You understand? It's frightening right now because, you know, Tobago is a tourism place, right?
Yeah, it is.
And the way where they're going on, what I saw where my Prime Minister and the National Security Minister are going to meet Mr. Fali tomorrow. God, they have to focus right now is what's transpiring in Tobago. You know what I'm telling you about there?
Right.
They have to. We cannot let it go down like that. You know what I'm telling you about?
Totally.
But you see, as I turn and I tell you, Madeleine, before I go, some of your callers, the worst and the dengue mosquito. I gonna have a good afternoon.
Oh, God. Who's this boy? Oh, my goodness. 342-008-1466-5391. Caller, good afternoon. Welcome.
Hey, Dale, good afternoon. I heard one of your callers earlier on, a guy who professed to be a professor, talking about Dr. Rowley lie, and he talk about petrotrainers. No, he doesn't be singing that song. It's a whole set of them, close down petrotrain. Dale, when we talking about closing down a company, a good example is Carney. That shut down. Another one, I wouldn't say it shut down, but BWIE. That was restructured. And we now have Carl. Same thing with Petrotrain. Restructured and working for the country, making money for the country. But we have a set of duns. Keep on saying that. I know who they're trying to brainwash. That is one. Two, we have a political leader named Kamala Prasad Bisesa. This woman said the most outrageous things you could possibly think of. She said that we are slave name. That is one. The same slave people she calling who are slave name is the same people she come and tax the vote. And she has some of them right now. She buy plenty of them. It had the shows. Well, we know them bought and sold. Umbala used to have a program and he used to say, Negroes for sale, Negroes. That did the show. Anyway, secondly, this woman come and say, put party before country. And it have people going around and talking about vote for this woman and this woman and this woman. And the amount of atrocities these people do. Section 34 went to Parliament, passed a law to free some of their friends, their financiers. I mean, it's a long list of man. And they're only talking about Dr. Rowley. They don't like Dr.
Views
Rowley.
expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
As we transition into summer, we continue to talk politics, current events, entertainment, and what's trending while balancing the talk with some of your favorite tunes, both old and new. Our purpose is to keep you informed and edify you, as well as to give you food for thought on the current affairs of this nation and the world. Keep it locked to the Street 919 FM every day, all day. Our on-air numbers are 342-0081 and 466-5391. Visit us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. The Street 919 FM. YouTube, IWER TV.
The Street 919 FM.
Share the life. You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on The Street 919 FM.
Are you just tired of bad news in your communities, TV screens, and newspapers? Well, I have good news for you. Introducing Positive Corner with Naka every Tuesday from 12:30 p.m. to 1 p.m. Highlighting young, vibrant, and future stars spreading our nation's banner across the world. Telling their story about their journey to success and overcoming the negativities that plagues our land. Come, let's sit, discuss, have a few laughs, but at the same time learn something new. Every Tuesday, 12:30 p.m. to 1 p.m. Positive Corner, where challenges are opportunities for growth.
It's been a long time.
Explosion.
May I represent for my people them?
Summer.
Ladies, if you love Alkaline Streams.
Stay.
Going on. Live performance by Alkaline.
Alkaline.
Hold up. Remember me tell you say no fit trust Babylon. Them no know justice. Them a bogus. One bag of workers.
The most talked about concert of 2023 is back again. Get your tickets now. Saturday, August 10th, Magnum Explosion Summer Stage presents Generations.
It's emancipation time again. Come join us as we commemorate 186 years of emancipation with the 2024 Pan-African Festival TT, commemorating emancipation at Ledge, Yasu Omowali Emancipation Village, Queen's Park, Savannah, from July 27th to August 2nd. Come and shop at the biggest African market in the Caribbean, where you'll find the largest collection of African-inspired art, craft, jewelry, clothing, education, materials, and food. Enjoy 6.5 days of activities for everyone, including workshops for children, entertainment, jazz, pan, tambu bambu, calypso, rapso, reggae, dancing, and drumming. Open daily from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Admission free until 3 p.m. After 3 p.m., entrance fee $40. Children under 12 free. Let's meet up at the Village, July 27th to August 2nd. The Emancipation Support Committee of Trinidad and Tobago, moving forward with our heads up.
Young people of our nation, ignite your wellness journey with Nature's Touch Youth Health Caravan with Princess Omega and Associates. Prevent ill health today and reap the benefit of good health tomorrow. Join us every second and fourth Saturday of each month at 9:25 a.m. to 9:55 a.m., where we bring to you innovative health solutions. Invest in yourself today by ensuring that you're enjoying optimum health. We are located at number 3, 7th Avenue North via the Eastern Main Road, Barataria. For further information, please call or WhatsApp us at 868-310-8671 or 364-4464. Remember, at Nature's Touch, your health is our priority.
Yo, this is a Big Mike, not the mass man, the health man. And joining me
will be Little Mike as we discuss tips on taking you from zero health to optimum health using different protocols and techniques. Trinidad and Tobago. Join us every Wednesday from 10:05 a.m. to 10:35 a.m. on the Street 91.9 FM for
Health Talk with Big Mike. It's not where it is, it's here it is. Boom!
The
presence of oxygen is absolutely the absence of disease. Most chronic diseases that plague us are not happening to us, but is happening within us. We're literally eating ourselves to death, which means we're not living longer, we're dying longer. Join fitness expert Aloy Johnson, the founder of the healthiest corner on earth, located at number 92 East Drive, Champlain, every Wednesday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. live on The Street 919 FM, where he shows you that healing the body's temple is easier than anyone would have led you to believe.
Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Share the live. Share the live. Everybody just share the live. All on Facebook, share the live. All on IG, share the live. Share the live. Share the live. Everybody just share the live. You listening? Listen now.
Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
I want everybody to share the live. Downtown Posse have to share the live. Uptown Posse have to share the live. Share the live. Share the live. Everybody just share the live. Tobago, share the live.
The following is a paid program.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Broadcasting from Trinidad to the world. The Street 919FM.com.
News from the Street 919FM.com. Here's what's happening.
Good afternoon, I am Dale Edwards, and this is the news at 4 p.m. on the Street 919 FM, broadcasting live on Facebook, YouTube, and our mobile app, and of course, the Street 919 FM. And now in the headlines, Maracas lifeguards saves man drowning in Tyrico. Cops nab gunmen, seize AR-15 in Cunupia. MP accuses Health Minister of sleeping on the job. Young to act as Attorney General with armor out of the country. And triple murder in Tobago. Firefighters stumble upon murdered man in partially burnt house. Internationally, Beryl bears down on Texas. It's expected to regain hurricane strength. And in the news in details. Lifeguards had to use their personal vehicles to save the life of a San Fernando man who was almost drowned in the waters of Tyrico Bay on Sunday. Lifeguards said that about 12:35 p.m. on Sunday, Curtis Tubal, a 54-year-old man of Monica Drive, Block 4 in Palmis, San Fernando, went into the water and began experiencing difficulty. 3 lifeguards, Faye Joseph, Christian Thomas, and Jason Rondon, all stationed at Maracas Bay, responded to calls for help. Lifeguards have no towers at Tyrico Bay and no vehicles for transport to and from the bay. So Joseph used her personal vehicle, to get closer to where Tubal was drowning. The lifeguards took him out of the water and began resuscitation. They also alerted EHS. By the time the EHS got to the scene, Tubal was breathing steadily. He was still taken to the Port of Spain General Hospital for observation and treatment. In more news, Central Division Police arrested 4 men found in a car with high-powered rifles and pistols during an anti-crime exercise on July 6th. At about 10:20 a.m., police stopped a silver Suzuki Vitara at Mora Street, Homeland Gardens in Cunupia, occupied by 4 men. The officers checked the license plate and, with the help of the Central Operations Center and the U-Term information device, discovered the plates were false. Police searched the vehicle and found 3 black masks, a black and brown revolver with 6 rounds of .38 special ammunition, a chrome and black .38 pistol, a black AR-15 with 10 rounds of 5.56 ammunition, 3 cell phones, and a pair of number plates. The 4 men were arrested and charged with various offenses. The exercise was coordinated by Senior Simon, Superintendent Guyan, ASP Dipchan, and Inspector Sylvan. It was led by Sergeant Andrews and supervised by Corporal Samaru and officers from the Central Division Task Force. In further news, Health Minister Terence Dialsingh has been accused of sleeping on the job. In terms of managing the increase of dengue cases in the country, the claim was made by Caroni East MP Dr. Rishad Sicharan, who was speaking at the UNC's Sunday media briefing. He also claimed that citizens living in dengue hotspots were not seeing preventative measures being implemented. The MP further raised several questions in relation to those measures. Sicharan said while there have been 190 lab-confirmed cases reported to date, thousands more left undiagnosed with mild to moderate symptoms. As a result, he has issued a call to Dialsingh to come clean to the nation. Sicharan further charged that the Health Minister and the Health Ministry's public outreach to malls is inadequate, as he pointed out that many of the dengue hotspots are very rural and remote areas. The MP said the Ministry of Health had the responsibility to go into rural, vulnerable communities and to target their message to those who need it the most. To date, there has been an increase in the number of suspected cases from 34 in 2021 to 142 thus far for 2024. We are only in July, with August, September, October and November left in the dengue season. He said the situation has now reached the stage of being a public health emergency and should be treated as such. In more news, Minister Stuart Young will act as Attorney General from today, as Senator Reginald Armour is out of the country on private business. The minister has acted as Attorney General on previous occasions. A statement made from the Office of the Attorney General and Ministry of Legal Affairs advised of Armour's absence and Young's acting appointment during the period, in addition to his usual duties as Minister of Energy and Energy Industries and Minister in the Office of the Prime Minister. Young will act in the Office of the Attorney General and Ministry of Legal Affairs. The statement didn't indicate when Armour would return and resume his duties. And now we go over to Tobago. In more news, with a triple murder which was recorded in Black Rock, Tobago early this morning. This latest killing spree has taken the island's murder toll for the year 2015. The deceased have been identified as Anselm Douglas of Black Rock, Gregory Hamlet of Golden Lane, and Samuel McCain of Mount Pleasant. More stories: firefighters respond to house fire in Siparia on Saturday night that turned out to be a murder scene. The bullet-riddled body of 22-year-old Aries Archibald, an alleged firearm offender, was discovered partially inside a wardrobe in a small concrete structure at Senan Village Extension in an area known as Backyard. A part of the structure was damaged by fire that destroyed an adjacent wooden house. The circumstances surrounding the incident were not clear yesterday, but police responded to a house fire and loud explosions around 9:40 p.m. After firefighters from the Siparia Fire Station quelled the blaze, Archibald's body was found in the wardrobe with gunshot wounds to the head, neck and chest. His feet were hanging out of the wardrobe. Police said Archibald was on bail for several firearm-related offenses and had been reporting to the Siparia police station every week as a condition of his bail. Officers recovered 7.9 millimeter spent shells, one spent 5.56 millimeter shell, one live round of 5.56 millimeter ammunition, and 5 projectiles. Police suspect his death may have been drug-related and an act of revenge. 2 weeks ago, 18-year-old Derrickson John was fatally shot by an assailant in a house in the neighborhood he was originally from. La Brea, but he had been staying at that house, and the incident happened on June 24th. Internationally, Beryl was hurtling across the warm waters of the Gulf of Mexico on a collision course with Texas, forecast to pick up strength and regain hurricane status before nearing the coast Sunday and making landfall. The following day, with heavy rains, howling winds, and dangerous storms surge. A hurricane warning was declared for a large stretch of the coast from Baffiney Bay south of Corpus Christi to Sargent south of Houston, and storm surge warnings were also in effect. Other parts were under tropical storm warnings. We're expecting the storm to make landfall somewhere on the Texas coast sometime Monday if the current forecast is correct, said Jack Bevin, a senior hurricane specialist at the National Hurricane Center in Miami. Now let's take a look at sport and the weather report. In sport, King Charles III hosted the West Indies cricket team at Buckingham Place in London on Sunday as the side prepares to play England in the first test match at Lord's next week. The match comes in the wake of deadly Hurricane Beryl, which spread destruction in Jamaica, St. Vincent and the Grenadines and Barbados. According to Buckingham Palace, Charles took the opportunity to express his care and concerns for residents of the islands affected by the hurricanes. Speaking after meeting the King, team captain Craig Brathwaite said the upcoming matches with England have added significance. In more sports, Amara Ramnath unbeaten 49 Kenika Caesars 3-wicket saw Trinidad and Tobago beat Jamaica by 7 wickets in the CWI Rising Stars Women's Under-19 Championships on Sunday at St. Augustine. Kasal led the TNT bowling attack with 3 for 18, with skipper Ramnath and Zahira Muhit taking identical figures of 1 for 11. Amrita Ramtahal and Brianna Haripasad were also among the wicket, while Abigail Bruce top scored for Jamaica. TNT lost Ramtahal early before Ramnath and Harinachan, but put on 54 for the second wicket of 56 balls. The defending champions have now won 2 matches in a row after a 4-run loss to Guyana in their opening match. Now that's all for sports. Now time for the weather. Trinidad and Tobago and the Windwards will be hot, and hazy conditions will be interrupted by partially cloudy spells with few showers. There is a 30% chance of isolated heavy showers or thunderstorms favoring western and hilly areas of Trinidad. Focus for tonight will be mostly fair and hazy despite isolated showers. Note that there is a chance of gusty winds and street flash floodings may occur in or near your area, and heavy showers or thunderstorms. An increase in the concentration of Saharan dust is expected, and persons sensitive to changes in air quality are advised to take the necessary precautions in the leewards. We have partially cloudy morning conditions with showers and thunderstorms. Activity are expected to transition into a mostly fair and hazy afternoon or evening. Night mostly fair and hazy despite isolated showers. Trinidad's temperature is 24 degrees Celsius, and in Tobago 25 degrees Celsius. The forecast maximum temperature could be at 33 degrees Celsius and Tobago 32 degrees Celsius. Seas are moderate with waves between 1.5 and 2 meters in open waters and up to 1 meter in sheltered areas. And now recapping the headlines. Maracas lifeguard saves man drowning in Tyrico. Cops nab gunman sees AR-15 in Canopia. MP accuses Health Minister of sleeping on the job. Minister Young to act as Attorney General with Amor out of the country. Triple murder in Tobago. And firefighters stumble upon murdered man in partially burnt house. Internationally, Beryl bears down on Texas is expected to regain hurricane strength very soon. I am Dale Edwards, and that was your news to 4 p.m. right here on The Street, 919 FM, broadcasting live on Facebook, YouTube, and on our mobile app. Do have and enjoy the rest of your evening.
News from the street. News from the street. 919fm.com.